2 already, and has crept 3 of the turtle camps, got a greater mana potion and an invuln pot from those 2. He already used his first invuln pot. Now getting a Dark Ranger of his own. And yeah, it looks like he's going to push down to the south of the map and try and catch Happy creeping this. Yeah, doesn't finds himself unable to seal the creep, but he does silence the Death Knight. Death Knight put under a lot of pressure, going to go down there. So Fix going in, picking off the Death Knight. I expect he will try and retreat now. Actually, going to go for the Dark Ranger, which is quite vulnerable. No Death Knight to coil it. Getting his own Death Knight nuked, he might have to pull it back now. He does have an invuln pot on it, so he won't pull it back. Perhaps maybe he'll use the invuln pot. In fact, he does do that. Trying to chase the Lich away, getting a lot of unit kills here, and Fix really gaining the advantage in this battle. He does not seem to have web yet for his fiends. It would be interesting to see if he's researching that, but I want to watch the battle. Web on those gargoyles would probably, that would probably be the end of the game. Realistically, those gargoyles right now, the sort of the lifeline for Happy. He's got a Lich at very low health and some gargoyles, and that's it. Retraining his Death Knight. It's going to be out very soon. Meanwhile, Fix gets to finish creeping this camp. His Lich is halfway through level 4, and the Death Knight is very close to 3. So that when that Death Knight gets to 3, that will be a significant advantage. I expect him to just... It looks like he might try creeping the red, but I think he'll probably try and kill the Ogre Troll Camp first. No, going straight for the red, knowing that he doesn't have too much time. Fortunately, Happy does not have him scouted because he pulled the creeps to the south. However, he's now sending his Gargs in. This will have to be... Yeah, Fix will have to be quite quick about this. Does get his Death Knight to 3. I don't know if he realizes he's been scouted. He will now, because I think those Gargs are probably within his vision. Who got the kill on that? I didn't see who got the kill on that. Anyway, the item's stolen by Happy, so this is good for Happy. It's not the greatest item, though, Hood of Cunning. Especially not for undead who have no agility hero to put it on. Fix his Death Knight way out of position, having to use an invuln pot. Is that the lesser or the full invulnerability? That seems to be the full invuln pot that he just used. Nope, lesser. Never mind. I'm wrong. He already used his full invuln pot. So anyway, he does manage to save his Death Knight. Rune of Healing. There's a periaptive vitality for the Death Knight for Fix, by the way. I don't remember where he got that. But it does have 1,075 health. So that is quite a monster of a Death Knight level 3 compared to Happy's level 1 Death Knight with only 700 health. Now Happy creeping this camp, and he knows that he's not going to get jacked because he knows his opponent's army is far away. But it is a somewhat risky camp to creep, especially with, as I said, only the level 1 Death Knight. Now finally getting level 2 for the aura. He is going to be 1 level behind in aura if Fix manages to get his Death Knight to 4. At the moment, he doesn't seem to be trying intensively to do that, but I think it might be a good idea. It would give him the mobility advantage if he could get his Death Knight to level 4. It looks like he may be trying going to creep the red across from Happy's base, and yes, that is what he's doing. Happy's probably going to try the same thing, so we're going to have a little battle here. I think both players not really expecting this. Okay, so that Obsidian statue getting off a shot, both players now aware what's going on, and Happy deciding to retreat, knowing that his heroes are quite a bit lower in level, and that Death Knight is, right now, Fix's Death Knight is about twice as influential in the battle because it has twice as much healing from the coil. So, getting an item I did not see. Was it the Belt of Giant Strength? Good item. Now that Death Knight has 1,225 health, and it's just going to be a ridiculous tank. Tome of Strength for it, so 1,275 health. Ha. Huge Death Knight. It's like Dota. Except, in Dota, you don't get 1,275 health at level 3. So, yeah, it's even more ridiculous than Dota. Fix losing a ghoul there. I think he meant to do that. And finally, Happy getting around to creeping some turtle camps. And he really has not crept aggressively this game, and it's cost him. Gets a potion of greater healing, which is nice. That'll keep his Death Knight effective in battle. But meanwhile, yeah, Fix just dramatically out creeping him. And since Happy is neither creeping nor putting pressure, and this I think is going to cost him, and he's at a significant disadvantage at this point. That Death Knight has 1,400 hit points. It just got a manual of health. I mean, how ridiculous is that? 1,400 hit points. And 5 armor. Yeah, this is. I mean, I'm tempted to say the game's over. There's no way that 1,400 hit point Death Knight will ever go down. Happy creeping the red next to Fix's base, and this is an opportunity left open by Fix. Probably should have been more careful here. May get to level 3 with this kill, and that would be an important level. It does get to level 3, gets Boots of Quell for loss, so this Death Knight has 875 hit points, which is, what, 500 hit points behind? It does have a Potion of Greater Healing, so maybe that equalizes, but you can only use that once. Anyway, and now creeping the orange, and this is going to be a big problem, because he's going to get jacked very hard here. He's forced to TP. Fortunately, he does get the kill on the big turtle there, but now the camp going to be finished by Fix. Lost a TP there for Happy. He's at 57 food of 60. He's a little behind in cigarettes. Fix actually has only 48 food of units. However, his heroes are much higher level. He can probably fight to a draw in the battles. He should be producing units, though. I'm not sure why he's not. He has 1,276 gold, and maybe Fix just getting a little careless here, knowing that he has the lead, and finally producing some units. 2 Crypt Fiends and Obsidian Statue. Now he's at 57 food, and Happy's at 57 food. So when those units come out, they will have army parity. I assume the Destroyer form upgrade is done. I have not checked. I didn't see it being done anyway. Actually, I can't check, which is unfortunate. But it seems like Happy's still at a disadvantage with it, especially in hero levels. 4-3-2 now versus, what? 5-3-3. So 5-3-3 versus 4-3-2. Fix at a significant advantage, especially with that Death Knight very close to 4. And level 2 aura, or Pact if he decides to go that. Pact would make it completely invincible, but it would be overkill. And looks like Fix is going to move out now. Perhaps he's going to try and just going to try for a jack, but there are very few creeps left. So my guess is he is going for a push here. Happy, I'm not sure what he's doing. He's morphing his destroyers. He's still got 2 Gargs, which are going to be effective against the... But Fix only has a single destroyer of his own. He has a lot of Fiends. Losing 1 Fiend right away to Focus Fire. Going to lose another. So Fix right away at a disadvantage because he loses 2 Fiends. Now finally bringing in his reinforcements. So he has an equal army. Losing a statue, and that's important. The statue means that he's no longer have healing, and for some reason his other statue is attacking rather than using its spells. So this is bad for Fix. He's not fighting this battle well. He is forced to TP. And see if he can keep his... Yeah, coil goes off, so he just manages to keep his Dark Ranger alive. And that was very poor fighting by Fix. He was totally spazzed out, didn't use his statue. Lost 2 Fiends without coiling them. Not sure what that was about. Now getting Web, finally. He's waited too long to do this. He had a lot of money. He could have done it earlier. Although it was actually quite low on wood, because he has only 2 ghouls mining. And they're quite a distance from the mine, so not a whole lot of wood income. Fix now at 50 population, and Happy at 63, so he gained about, I don't know, 13 food from that fight, which is a significant victory for him. So Happy right back in this, I would say. But he has to make some moves quickly, because otherwise Fix will rebuild his army. I mean, he still has 594 gold, and it's a little disconcerting to see him not macroing very well. Sorry, not macroing very well. He just had, I mean, he's in his base. He's not doing anything else for some reason. So, I mean, well, to be fair, the map is pretty much creeped out at this point. There's 1 ogre camp left. But he's not doing anything, so he should be working on his macro. Right now at 814 gold and counting. So, not sure what that's all about. What he's waiting for. Maybe doing some upgrades. Is he doing upgrades? No. I don't know what Fix is doing. Meanwhile, Happy goes directly to that 1 remaining camp. Creeps it out. Lich level 4. Still. Death Knight level 3. And Dark Ranger level 3s versus 5-3-3, I think. No, 5-4-3. So, Fix still with the hero level advantage, but still is stuck at 50 food. I guess he's just trying to get as much gold as possible, but I'm not sure what he's planning to save it for. So, yeah, just banking gold, sitting in his base, hoping that, knowing that the map is creeped out and there's not too much of an advantage Happy can get from patrolling around the map like this. And probably trying to count on a later game advantage once the mains run out. He's going to have more gold and going to be able to produce more units. Now doing the upgrade creature carapace for his destroyers, which are already 3-0 upgraded, as are his fiends. Same upgrade. Sorry, where is his army? Happy's army is only 1-0 upgraded, and actually this is going to be very important. Happy with only 1-0 upgrades, now getting 2-0, and he's quite low on gold. He's only got 127 gold and 750 left in his mine, meaning that he can't really produce all that much because he's in low upkeep.